So I feel a little blah today, and so what better reason than to put on a face? Obviously, face is not here yet. The hair, it's just pulled back into that little bun, so that's why you see the little pieces like that. I just thought I'd try something different, see how I like it today. But I am going to use some of the new makeup products that I got at the Sephora sale, mostly Danessa Myricks. I have been using the Yummy Skin Tint for a while, and I really like it, though it's not intended for my skin type. I just really like the finish. So I should probably get the blurring balm or something. I did not get that to try this time, but yeah, I liked that. And then I've also been using the, I don't know if you can see this, the, what is this? The Line Work liquid eyeliner. It's fantastic. But I picked up the water powder serum and the Evolution setting powder that I'm going to try out today. I have a mostly oily skin type. It's not as oily as it used to be when I was younger, but she still likes to turn up, especially when I'm wearing makeup. So I'm really hoping that this helps it last all day long without getting like super, super shiny. So we shall see. But this is a mattifying and priming face serum, the water powder. So I'm really hoping that it'll look good on its own on days when I just don't feel like wearing makeup at all. I found that with some mattifying primers, you just look ashy, and I'm really hoping this does not do that. So let's find out. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess you just like tap this little thing on the bottom, like you flip it over and tap it and then put it on your face. That's what I'm gonna do. I guess I'll tap it into my palm and then, yeah, okay. Or I'm gonna see if I can tap it. Am I gonna make a mess? I'm gonna try to tap it directly onto my skin and hope that I don't get this all over my t-shirt. Okay, you have to like tap it like you mean it. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, we're gonna stop because it's starting to run, and then I'm gonna it feels like a toner. So at least I don't think that it would get on my nerves. Like I won't really feel it on my skin. Oh wait, but as I'm going back over, I can feel it. It's a little like grippy, but not sticky. All right, let's see how this mattifies. As before, all I had on was my skincare and SPF. And I know my SPF, no matter which one I use, always makes me shiny. And I'm not gonna not wear SPF. So yeah, I'm really hoping this works. But so far so good. I can already see that my skin is already more matte. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more in areas that I know get shinier, just to make sure they're covered. All right, okay. I like this serum. My face doesn't feel dry, but I can tell like it's pretty matte. So far so good. The only thing is, while the little tap thing is it's an interesting way to distribute the product, I kind of wish this were just in like a dropper, even if it were like a really skinny dropper, just so you don't get too much of the product. But yeah, that's the only thing. But I think this packaging, it works. Like, we'll see how it continues to wear over time, because I'm a little concerned about like tapping that to be able to get all of the product out. But yeah, overall, I think I like this product so far. We will see how it wears for the rest of the day. But okay, I don't want to test this on its own because the whole point was to like put on a face. So we're gonna do the rest of that. I'm going to do my regular routine, which means I'm gonna put on this next. Yeah, I'm not really in love with this current, like my choices of foundation brushes right now. I just haven't found one that I really want to try yet. But that probably is going to change because I saw that Danessa Myricks has one and I just really I like her products. To me, they don't require like a lot of work for me to make them work. I'm putting on a thin layer of this because I typically I don't like heavy foundation. If you hear snoring, I do apologize. My dog just begged to be in here with me, and she was just gonna her world was gonna end if she had to wait outside the door for a few minutes while I did this. So she's in here knocked out. So now for my concealers. Yeah, I have 3 of them. They are the Sephora Best Skin Ever full coverage concealers. I made a video about them reviewing, well, 2 of them, my skin tone and highlight color. And I also got one that I'm hoping is a concealer, or not concealer, contour color. We'll find out now. But let me start with my skin tone just to kind of cover some of my darker areas. Don't have a lot of those. It's interesting that this concealer looks a little darker when I put it on and then it lightens up after I blend it out and it dries. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna use 59N as a slight contour shade, but first I'm gonna blend this out after it dries. Just knocking stuff over after it dries just a little bit. It's just easier to blend once it's dried down. I also got this Danessa Myricks. What is this? This is the 3.0 Yummy Face Brush. It's meant for concealers. They also have a bigger one that's for face, and if I like this one, I'm probably gonna buy that other one to chuck. Well, I'm not getting rid of my foundation brushes. I might like them again at some point in the future. They're just gonna get put to the side for a while. But all right, let's blend this out. I really like this brush. Yeah, it's way better than what I was using before. Yeah, she's good. I'm gonna clean that off really quick. My brush cleaner is the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. I actually got, hang on. Well, this takes a couple of seconds to dry. I actually got the value size so during the Sephora sale, and then I just kept the small one and I just refill into here because this is great for traveling. This can't go in your carry-on. It's 8 ounces, but it's still a great thing to have when you're on any type of trip or vacation because just that fast, this is dry and ready to go and clean. So you don't have to take a million brushes with you. You can just take that and go. Or you could put it in an even smaller container that is less than, 3.4 ounces because you're not gonna need that much. A little bit of that goes such a long way. It's wild. But okay, let's blend out this under eye concealer. The shape of this brush gets right into the corner. Oh my gosh. Glad I bought it. This is fun. And the finish on this concealer is so pretty. Oh my gosh, that blends so much faster than the other brush. Well, because it was designed to do this. The other brush I've been using is definitely designed for eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, perfect, perfection. Perfection. All right, now we're gonna test the setting powder. I will probably end up getting an overall face setting powder, also from Danessa Myricks, if this one is everything that I want it to be or dream that it is. Oh, need to open it. So this is the color, I think it's color 3. Yeah, I wanted something specifically for my under eyes because the current powder that I have it can go. It's that little cushion thing in there is kind of cool, but I'm just using a little triangle puff that I got on Amazon. And let's see how this sets. Okay, I probably got more on the puff than I intended to. That's user error, because I pushed that thing kind of hard. My bad. But I like the finish. I like that it's not as yellow as the other one that I had. It's slightly, I want to say like pinkish. Kinda. It's like a orange, yellow, pink, which I believe is more natural looking than that like bright golden yellow I had before. I don't really like a lot of my beauty, at least everyday beauty, to look overdone. I don't expect it to be like way brighter than the rest of my skin because most of us don't naturally look like that. I don't. So for an everyday look, I don't try to look dramatically different. There are times when, yes, I do. Like special events, duh, make me up, throw it on, give me pounds of it. But for everyday, not so much makeup. But okay, I'm just going to set the rest of, oh, I lied. I need to put on my contour first. Hold on. And I should probably close this before I knock it off the counter and make a huge mess and be upset that I wasted a bunch of product. But okay, 59N. Do I have something to blend? Nope, I need a brush. It's gonna be shade 59N for a very slight contour. I don't want anything too dramatic because again, it's going to look dramatic and not like this is what my face naturally looks like. I'm sure I can make this look more dramatic. Okay, I might have gotten too much. Yeah, I could probably make this look more dramatic by like contouring my nose and stuff, but again, not going for that today. Yeah, I put way more than I needed on here, so I'm like wiping it off. My bad. Might have to go back over that with, yeah, that is a lot. That's a lot, baby girl. Let's blend what you can and then fix it later. Well, it is the color I was going for, I'll tell you that. All right, we're gonna have to do some cleanup here. That is the joy about it not being a very dramatic color, because you can just take a little bit of your foundation product that's left over and just like blend it. And it doesn't look too crazy anymore. I think it looks darker on camera than it does in person too, because I can barely see it here. This is good. Now we're gonna set the face. So far, I'll say the color underneath my eyes looks a little too pink, but it's different. It's just different from what I'm used to wearing, so it might take me a second to adjust. Like, I still think it's pretty, but yeah, I'm just used to something being like golden yellow under here, and I think I like this. It's just different. I'm not going to bother with eyeshadow today because I don't want to. Yeah, I'm gonna put on like a super thin, super small wing because it's just cute. This thing is really good at letting you get like right up next to your eye. It's phenomenal. I have grown to love using just regular mascara, just like regular nail polish. It's easy to maintain, easy to replace, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer. It's pretty good. It's a good drugstore option, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I do prefer the Lancome Clease Booster. But for a budget option, she's good. She's very good. The key is you gotta let your lash primer kind of dry before you go in with your mascara. I was messing up before by trying to go like straight in, and no, let it dry. Doesn't take it long. While that dries for a sec, just want a little razzle dazzle highlight. All right, that should be good enough. On mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Panorama mascara, voluminous mascara. It's also good. I like the YSL Lash Clash, but if you don't want to spend $30+ on something that you should replace every 3 to 4 months, buy this one instead. I do not play with expiration dates on mascara. It is way too close to my eyeball. And we already have vision problems, so let's not make it worse. Should I use a setting spray? No, I won't. I'm gonna skip the setting spray today because I wanna see how this does on its own without the help of a setting spray. All right, this is gonna be my look for the day. I'll be back later on to check in with how this holds up without setting powder, or not setting powder, definitely put that on, without setting spray. Yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, it's been about 6 hours. What time is it now? Yeah, it's been about 6 hours and I think it still looks good. It, of course, isn't perfectly matte. I didn't expect it to be. I didn't want it to be. I wanted it to look like skin eventually, and right now that's what it looks like. I wouldn't even call this dewy by any stretch. Like, I think this looks good, and it performs a lot better than the product combinations I was using before, so I will gladly take it. I think it's a win. If you are an oily skinned person, get this. It's amazing. I also really like this. I like how it makes my under eyes look. Nothing looks cakey or patchy right now. Danessa, I love you. Yeah, I have 4 Danessa Myricks products. Well, 5, including the brush. So yeah, I'm gonna slowly be building up my Danessa Myricks collection because every single one of these products or tools I've liked, really liked. I have bought the eyeliner twice. I can see myself buying this repeatedly and probably will, because I will also wear this on days when I'm not wearing any makeup at all. I just want to be a little bit more matte. It's awesome. I want to get the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm because I think that's better formulated for like oily and combination skin. This is not, which is probably contributing to why it's not quite as matte, but I still like it. I like the way my skin looks right now, but I do want the option for something that stays matte a little bit longer for when I plan on wearing makeup for a longer period of time. Yeah, most of the time now I'm not wearing makeup for like 7 or 8 hours. It's typically 3 or 4. So I think this 6-hour wear is great. So on that note, I'm gonna head out. I actually have a package that just arrived and I'm really excited to open. So I'm gonna go do that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.